Okay, there's one last thing I wanted to show with this UNUN, with this 20 meter end-fed half-wave disaster antenna. That's the word of the moment, disaster antenna. Anyway, I wanted to show what I've found in fiddling around with this wire. So this is its resonant, half-wave resonant frequency right there. 14095, SWR of 1.0, resistance 51, zero reactance. Okay, so if we go down to the bottom edge of the band, 1.2, go up to the top edge of the band, and you're looking at about 1.9. But you see what I've done, I'm going to pause this. What I've done is tuned the wire to the CW portion of the band, because I'm primarily a CW op. And what I like to do, I like to tune it to the phone portion of the band, then put a little extension like this, 4-inch long clip lead, and that'll move it down to the CW portion of the band, right? So that was with the clip lead on. One moment. So that's with the clip lead on, and it's tuned to the CW portion of the band, right? What you can do, what I can do, is take the clip lead off, like this. I'm not going to pause you. Just going to take it off. And now let's look what the change in resonant frequency is. That moved it up very nicely, dead into the middle of a phone portion of the band. So, no surprise, that's what you'd expect on the 20 meter band because I cut it for that band. But here, I want to show you something else I found. Hang on. Okay, I've picked the tripod up to show you something. Now, you're going to laugh at this, but this is my thing. I'll talk a little bit more about my thing in a minute. But look at this curmudgeon I've put together, okay? I'm on the 4-to-1 tap, and that connects, the 4-to-1 tap hooks to that black wire, hooks up over the hook on the wall, hooks to a couple clip leads, and it looks like a mess. But, hang on. What I've done is connected that 40 meter end-fed half wave as a quarter wave radiator now, and I'm using it in conjunction with my 3 counterpoise wires laying on the ground, laying on the surface of the ground. See if I can center things up a little better. And so that 20 meter end-fed, throw a few piece of wire, one piece, whatever, on the ground for use as a counterpoise, and there you go. Look at that. Perfectly centered in the CW portion of the band. I have no idea what the phone portion looks like, but there you go. There you go. All of 40 meters as well, under 1.6 to 1. So now then, using that emergency disaster wire for 20 meters at 6 feet high, so I can work 40 meters with it acting as a quarter wave radiator. And I need to show you something, how this is happening. That wire is a little shorter than a 40 meter quarter wave radiator is, right? So you'll notice I've connected it to the 4-to-1 tap, and what that's doing is putting a bit of series inductance. It's putting a bit of inductance in series with the antenna, electrically lengthening it, and giving us this, an excellent match on 40 meters. Okay? And I wanted to explore other resonant points with this antenna. One of them being, it's not, is it a resonant antenna at 21 megahertz? Yeah, no, it's a 2/3 resonance. You know what I'm saying, right? It's a 2 to 3 resonance there. But at 21, I wondered, can this antenna, can I get any kind of match on 15 meters? I'll show you. Hang on. Okay, so what I did, one of the things I did was turn this fan on because I'm sweating my butt off. So there's 15 meters. All I did was change the length of the wire. I added another jumper wire over there, and that's my thing, man. Okay, here's my thing. I demand on using, for a shit hits the fan antenna, for an emergency antenna, no inductors, no tuning devices, no nothing. I want wire, a piece of wire that I can get anywhere, from an abandoned house or abandoned business, or yeah, we'll leave it at that, abandoned. But seriously, just a conductor of some kind. That's all you. I want to be able to use my multi-tap on with garbage picked wire in an emergency situation. So, having said that, I don't mind having a couple jumpers at hand, specifically at my left hand here next to my wall for use with my end-fed. If I have to, I will. I got no problem doing that, like this. Do I have a problem changing a piece of wire to go from 40 to 20 to 15? Yeah, no, I don't. Not at all. Matter of fact, I enjoy doing that. I'd rather have that than a mystery lossy matching unit on my end-fed wire out there. So anyway, that's its resonant point right there, 21 about, oh, yeah, right in there. So obviously it covers the CW portion of the band. Go up to the top of the phone portion. And so there you go. It's usable across the band. Usable almost the whole band without using any external tuner, you know. And that's also my thing. I refuse to use the tuner in my radio. I'd rather twiddle with a piece of wire using my left hand than hit my tune button in my radio and introduce another layer of loss. You've already got one layer of loss in that UNUN. You don't want to hit your tune button in your radio if you don't have to. So anyway, there's 40 meters, 20 meters, 15 meters. And I wondered if there were any resonances. Because you got to understand, using this multi-tap UNUN, you've got distributed inductance around that core. So it affords you a certain amount of tuning opportunity. And even though it wouldn't be even close to a resonant antenna on 17 meters, I did see a bit of activity there, and I'll show you what I did. Hang on. So I thought I might point out, so we just talked about 15 meters, right? I thought I forgot to point out that here's my antenna. I'm clipped right on to the center conductor of the BNC jack. So it's acting as it's operating on the third harmonic of 7 megahertz, at where it's acting as a quarter wave radiator. So on 15 meters, this UNUN isn't even being used. Hang on. Okay. I won't show you the jumper wire trickery I've done, other than to say that I've changed it. And let's see where the resonant. So yeah, I was able to make not a resonance. I was able to obtain an acceptable match on the 17 meter band. If we go down to 068, so we're looking at bottom of the band 1.4 to 1, so there you go, about 1.4 across the band, 1.3. So yeah, you can operate on 17 meters with this 40 meter chaos antenna, my desperation antenna. I'm sorry, my 20 meter desperation 6 foot high end-fed. So it's going to operate best on the 20 meter band. 40 meters, yeah, you're using it as a quarter wave radiator with a surface with, in my case, 3 counterpoise wires laying on the surface of the soil. Each one's about 130, 140 feet long, I don't know, or more. But so on 40 meters, it'll be a compromise. It'll work, and I'm certainly going to try. I'll prove it works, but not that great probably. 40 meters, 20 meters, we'll see. It's a half wave end fed on 20. And on 15 meters, I can use it there. On the third octave, on the third harmonic of it operating as a 40 meter quarter wave, and also on 17 meter band. So that said, I got one more thing to show you on this glorious multi-tap on that I love so much. See, the problem here is I love my little multi-tap on, and just like that my tools are gone. So the hardest part for me has been to do this. To unhook it like that. There, we're all unhooked now. And to go like this. Kip. That's kip the cap. Let's clip kip the cap. Okay, boys and girls. Bye-bye, cap. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Chomp, 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 chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp. There we go. I keep promising a couple folks that I'll rewind this thing. Got no choice now. Thanks for putting up with my horrible videos. 73.